This tutorial is for a bouquet that we call Green Pastures. It's a beautiful combination of lots of different types of foliage. It's got a very green tone, super neutral and lovely to match with so many different kinds of home decor that you may have. We have two sizes of this bouquet, and I'm going to make the deluxe size for you today, which contains 19 stems, and as you'll see, a real array of different pieces giving a lot of lovely texture. It's a 360-degree bouquet, which means we'll look at it from all sides, and it's perfect for a coffee table, entrance hall. And because of that, the way to really think about building up this bouquet or this arrangement is to start with the center and to build out from there. So I'm starting with this cherry blossom piece. And as with all of our stems, the first thing that we do is open everything out so it really comes to life and takes shape. Second piece I want to put in is this lovely cosmos. Again, I'm just bending the stem about 2 or 3 inches so that the first branches and little leaves start to come up at the neck of the vase. And again, I'm going to open this out so that we can see all of these lovely, beautiful daisy cosmos flowers, and they'll spread throughout our bouquet. So I've got my first 2 pieces here. And then I want to look at this eucalyptus. So we use the eucalyptus a lot in our arrangements if you've watched any of our other videos. And that's because it has this beautiful way of filling out the bouquet. And obviously eucalyptus is so popular as a really great filler, or even on its own. And I'm just measuring each piece up to bend them slightly and sit them where I want them in the vase. This arrangement actually has 2 stems of eucalyptus, and so I'm going to pop them both in now so they sit within the centre of the bouquet and help to keep the shape. The second piece I'm actually not bending. I just want the 2 pieces of eucalyptus to be at slightly different heights. And again, if you've seen our other videos, it's a trick that we really use to make the bouquets as natural as possible. I think that's much more the way they would come from your garden if you were to pick them yourselves. This idea of having them at different heights is really crucial. I'm popping in here the lamb's leaf or the lamb's ear, and it's a beautiful silvery tone. I've bent the first one, I'm just going to bend the second one just a little bit here, and I'm going to pop it on the other side of the vase so that I'm evenly spreading out the different colours and tones within the foliage that I've got in this arrangement. Next, I think I'm going to pop in this lovely pittosporum. Again, we use it a lot in bouquets because it's got this variated leaf with the white and the green colours. And if I open this out, it's going to form a lovely centre of the bouquet. So we're still working with some of our taller pieces to make sure that we get the shape right in the middle. And each time I'm just measuring to make sure that the neck of the vase comes to the bottom leaf here, and then I'm just bending the bottom bit away so that it sits exactly where I want it to in the vase. You can see here we've got a lovely array of different foliage starting to come together. My cherry blossom looks as though it wants to just hang over the side of the vase slightly, so I'm definitely going to let it do this and look really, really natural there. The next couple of pieces I want to add in is this lovely white ranunculus. It's a cousin of the buttercup, and it's got these beautiful soft leaves. If you've seen the real ones, they tend to come out at funny angles, so I'm actually pulling them almost a little bit geometrically out to really look like a real ranunculus. I'm going to put one super tall in the middle here, and my second piece I'm just going to bend very slightly so it's a slightly different height to the first one. As we move on from adding these taller pieces into the centre, the next piece I want to put in is this lovely senecio leaf. Again, silvery green colour, which is absolutely lovely, and it's a little bit shorter, so they're going to pop straight in. And because it's quite a strong tone within this overall arrangement, I definitely want to balance those shades out, and I'm popping the other one on the other side here so that we've got a balance of these green and then the greyer silvery tones. Just finding the little cosmos head, and I want to just release that to pull it out there so we can see it. Now I've got a few more pieces to go in here. First is the skimmia, which I absolutely love in all of our arrangements that we use it in because it adds such texture, like little berries. If I measure that up, I can see that I want one just at the top there so I can see it, and I definitely want to have one a little bit shorter on the other side, just as we spoke about with all of our other stems, just in the same way. So I'm popping that in there, and the shape of the bouquet now is really starting to come to life. I've got this lovely snowberry, and I'm just having a little look around. I have quite a lot of white tones on the front there, but on the back it's a little bit more green. So I'm going to use this white piece to balance out some of the white colour amongst the bouquet and pop this in at the back. The final foliage that I'm going to put in is the nettle leaf. I really love this piece. I think the idea of using nettles in your bouquets really speaks to something that you have foraged from the garden, perhaps with some gloves on, rather than just buying it from a florist. And I think little pieces like this really help to give an extra dimension to arrangements like this where we use it. So I'm just popping it on the edge of the vase now, so that this shorter piece can really be seen within the arrangement. And then I've got my hero pieces. So for this arrangement, I've got two of these beautiful green hydrangeas, really fresh, bright colour, lovely for spring, but really nice for brightening up your home all year round. And I want these pieces to stand out, so I'm just spinning my vase to look for the best places to pop them, nestling them in within all of the lovely foliage that we've built out, and making sure that they're absolutely on display and a star of the show. And the last hero piece that I want to put in is this lovely garden rose, so natural. And just as before, I'm going to look at my bouquet and decide where I want to have this extra little pop of white. I think for me, I'm going to pop it just here, but I'm just balancing out the colours. And there we have it, that's our deluxe green pastures arrangement.